Good evening, Spartans. Spartan Grimlock back with another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the giant Shimo figure from Playmates. We have to give a big round of applause to my wife because she jumped through some hoops and managed to track one down for me. I have been checking Walmarts and Targets for her, and now I finally have her in hand. Now, as you can notice, she's already been taken out of the packaging because I wanted to inspect the figure. The box was a little beat up when I got it from Amazon, which was a little nerving, but she's fine, so we're good. Anyway, I'm going to pop her out of here just to show you how assembly goes. Being big Playmates figure, she just has a regular ball joint here. It just fits right in there. Easy assembly. Sorry about the box in the background. I just kind of wanted to get a nice shot of her with her box. We're going to take that out of here now so we can get a better shot of the figure. So I have to say that Shimo is one of my favorite Titans from the Monsterverse. And I have liked what Playmates has done with her because they have been very accurate with the detailing. As you can see, she has the shorter snout like she's supposed to. She's got nice stylized crystals along her back. They got some really alright detailing in here. You can see some of her scaling. Not as much, but with it being a Playmates figure, I'm not expecting super ultra detailing. Some things about her that I do like, that I would like to take the time to note. Bring her in a little closer here. The spines on her back, if you can see, are made of a kind of translucent rubbery plastic, and the same goes for the crystals on her head. She even has a couple here at the back of the neck. Just tilt her head down a bit, and I thought that was a pretty little neat gimmick to kind of go with her old ice theme. That's about it for detailing that we can get to, honestly, other than the fact is I kind of love this airbrushing that they did on the back of her tail. It kind of stems into the tail itself. I feel they could have at least put a little bit of the airbrushing along her back, the back of the neck, right here where it connects to the body, and then of course maybe just like a little bit along her crown. But again, it's a Playmates figure. They did at least paint most of the interior of the mouth. So you can see the rest of it's just the white plastic going all the way back in that hinge joint for the mouth. But they did also paint her teeth, and I think they did an amazing job with that. Fortunately, the teeth on the top did not get painted, so there is that. Not a big disappointment, not a big letdown. But it's something I feel they could have done to make it pop a little bit more, considering the fact that this is a bigger version of their Shimo figure. Also, the eyes is something I feel they could have done a little bit differently. They're white sclera, and then we have this blue here, and that very just like this really mean, evil look to her. And anybody that's seen the movie, we know that Shimo was not the villain. It was the Scar King. So I feel it kind of gives an evil, soulless look to her, and that's kind of not something that I was expecting, especially not in the big variation of the figure. I could just be looking at it wrong, but that's my personal opinion and take on it. Either way, that's as far as paint apps go with this figure. It's mostly white plastic with rubbery blue plastic on the back. A couple of paint applications here. Since sculpting is alright. As far as articulation, not much. Her neck can go up, down. Has a 360 degree spin on it. Showed you that it has that kind of hinged mouth right there. She can kind of T-pose with the arms. You can see they didn't even fill in the feet at the bottom. It's just a blank area. The feet can swivel 360 degrees. The arm can't, unfortunately. If you go too high up, I'm afraid it'll break. And then, of course, the back legs just can kind of kick out a little bit. But again, it is just a giant version of their smaller Shimo figure. Either or, she is my favorite Titan from the Monsterverse that we have gotten that has been an original Titan. And I love it. I appreciate what my wife has done to get it for me. And I think that she scales well with the Playmates figures I have yet to open. The fact is that Scar King and them should not be any taller than Shimo. The new camera seems to be out of focus. There we go. I apologize for that. I have a brand new camera and I'm just trying to work with it since I have been doing everything on my smartphone as of late. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my Playmates figures opened up yet. They are still on the back burner for reviews, but I really wanted to share her with you. I was super excited when the box showed up from Amazon. I was like, oh boy, I got my Shimo now. And again, I'm really appreciative of my wife for picking it up. That's pretty much it for this review. There's not a whole lot to say about it. She's about on the same line of the movie monster series that I have did one review for. Could there have been more done with it? I feel, yeah. With it being a bigger version of a figure, they could have done a little bit more. Like, they could have allowed her legs to rotate out a little bit at the back. Not expecting like a lot of like complex work here, joints or anything, but there's some things that they could have done with it being a giant version of the figure. All in all, I am very pleased with her. I am glad to have her in my collection, and I cannot wait to compare her to the Hayatoi and the SH Monster Arts once they come out. I'm pretty sure she's going to be the biggest one in comparison to them. But I love my Shimo, so I ain't complaining. I'd also like to take this moment to thank each and every one of you for helping me to get to 3,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time. I was not expecting that. I also appreciate all the support that I've been getting from you all, especially Godzilla. Thank you for dropping all your comments and helping to push me to get here. I also want to say that I apologize for not having more actual videos uploaded. I have had a lot of stuff going on, and there has just been things I've been trying to work through, as well as trying to do videos. I have some stuff that is being edited, being worked on, that will be coming up within the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, drop some comments. Let me know what you want to see. I noticed in our poll that throwback reviews are trending as the #1 thing. So we're probably going to be doing some throwback reviews. If there's any of my figures in my collection that you've seen from my collection videos that you'd like to see a throwback review, get my opinions on, drop it down in the comments. I really want to hear from you guys. And with that, I am going to bid you all a fond farewell, and I shall catch you all on the flip side.